If you are a white queer person and BIPOC queer people tell you to recognize a privilege, you should probably just recognize that privilege and move on.
God, I can't stand that self-deprecating.
I just really want to say a slur right now.
Hi.
Hey guys, welcome back to another Normal Gays video where we take on LGBT insanity. I'm Brad Polumbo here with Clarkson Lawson. Guys, thank you so much to those of you who've signed up to become members. 170, can you believe? It's probably way more by the time you'll see this. And if it gets to 250, we will do a members only drunk episode, which is kind of a big deal because I very rarely drink. So anyway, we've got some woke TikToks on deck for today. And you just saw a preview of one of them.
I've only seen one of them.
We'll just say it's gonna get furry.
Gross. Airball.
Anyway, let's take a look at the first video.
I say this gently and kindly, but I think it's pretty simple. If you are a white queer person and BIPOC queer people tell you to recognize a privilege, you should probably just recognize that privilege and move on.
God, I can't stand that self-deprecating.
I just really want to say a slur right now.
I can't. Oh my! I will never be convinced to hate myself.
Please, I'm one of the good white people.
Like, if somebody,
I listen to POC.
I'm sorry, I treat anybody equally. And if you tell me something that's stupid, I'm not going to agree with it because of the color of your skin. I'm going to tell you it's stupid. And that's on equality.
Yes,
I tell that to a white person, I'll tell it to a black person, and I'll tell it to whatever that is.
We're starting off super strong.
Yeah.
These people seem like a fun hang.
Yeah. Really dark joke.
This is why people don't trust white people, because it is peak whiteness and colonizer behavior to demand civility for a man who denies others their humanity. That's the oppressor, and we do not need to sympathize or empathize with them. And don't get me wrong, because I long for a world where there is no violence in it. But until all of us are free, none of us are free. And violence is part of the equation because of the oppressor, not the oppressed. We need to understand that violence comes in many forms, and white people need to learn it most of all. And if none of that is enough to convince you, then how about the fact that Charlie Kirk said empathy is a made-up new age word that does harm, and that is the one directive of his that I am willing to honor.
Well, she seems lovely.
Does she want anarchy? Like, I'm confused.
Expecting civility is whiteness, Clarkson. We have to be able to shoot each other if we don't like what we're saying.
She's like, until we're all free. Free from what? Like, do you just want no government? Or
oppression.
Because I can promise you,
settler colonialism.
She's voting for the side that wants to expand the size of government. I can promise you that. So it's just like, there's always going to be a quote unquote oppressor. Right?
Why does she...
I might be overanalyzing this stupid video.
She's just virtue signaling. It's just more pick me, I'm a good white.
These people really think they're Katniss Everdeen. She's like, until we're all free, we won't do. It's like, girl, look at your apartment. You're living fine. Like, go outside.
This idea that like expecting civility is whiteness actually sounds kind of racist to me. Like, if what you're saying is that expecting people to be civilized and not kill each other over free speech is like white supremacy. What are you saying about non-white people then?
Right.
Because I don't agree. But they're always so woke they're racist.
Well, that's what it all hinges. It literally all hinges on that. There's like no expectations for anyone ever, or else it's oppressive. It's oppressive to hold yourself to a higher standard. Actually, yeah, you're right. It is. We don't want to act like animals. So let me oppress myself and chew with my mouth closed.
And not chew gum during filming.
I spit it out, you guys.
Here's your daily reminder that the belief that diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives is synonymous with hiring unqualified candidates means that you think people of diverse background are inherently unqualified. And that is racist.
You're close, baby. But it actually
You're
lowering
so close.
standards for people of color is you saying that you believe they're unqualified.
It's an inversion of reality. It's like,
she's close. I'll give her props to that.
Close in the sense that if you stand at the North Pole and the South Pole, you're close because
because you're at one of the poles.
Oh my gosh. I mean, the whole point is just the opposite of reality. The point is that if you have to explicitly use things that are not related to qualifications, like race, like gender, sexuality, whatever, as a proxy for how you pick people, you are by definition not picking the most qualified people.
Right.
That is not to say that were you to have a meritocratic process without DEI, there wouldn't be people of various backgrounds. Of course there would.
Yeah.
That is not what opponents of DEI believe, but they're just so deep in an echo chamber.
They have
on
no
TikTok.
idea what they're even saying at this point. This is like brain rot level 5,000.
But they eat it up in the comments. They're like, oh, mama, you cooked. You slayed them.
Well, that's because if a BIPOC person says anything...
Oh, we have to listen to our privilege.
We have to listen to our privilege. So whatever, they can get on there and say shit, but you gotta... Yes! Good girl! Yeah, you ate it!
Oh, gosh. Well, now we're going to learn about...
She's pretty, though.
She's, very pretty.
Brain's not, but...
That's okay.
I thought I should be nice for a second. I'm back now.
So then you were like, just kidding. Now we're going to learn about furries and spirit animals and how it's actually apparently problematic to have a spirit animal if you're white or something.
Oh, God.
You don't have a spirit animal, you have a persona.
Why is
If
she
you are
yelling?
not indigenous, you do not have a spirit animal. You have a persona. Use the correct terms. It will not hurt you. But actually, my spirit animal is an elephant. No, your persona is an elephant. And that's okay, because it is about whatever makes you happy and representing you. And you can go as wild with it. If you want to mix animals, you can. If you want to make it basic, you can. If you want to give it the craziest colors, you can. If you say, my persona is an elephant and it's lime green with purple polka dots, you can. It exists. If you can go as basic as you want, you say, I want to be a cow. I want to be a dog. I want to be an otter. You can. You can go as extreme as you want. You can say, I want to be a stick bug. You can, because it is a representation of you, but it is not a spirit animal. It is a persona. And here's the thing. Furries, chill. Some of the chillest people I've ever met. Like 9 times out of 10, they are so chill. Like if I had a nickname.
But that 1 time out of 10, it's a school shooting.
God. Why is she so pressed over like this made up idea, right? So like a spirit animal in and of itself is entirely like it's a made up fantasy.
But
right?
that made up fantasy only belongs to certain skin shades.
Yeah, it's offensive.
That's the thing. It's like, tell me you have no real problems in your life without telling me. If you are litigating the language people use to describe their fake animal personality.
Right, because it's offensive. You're offended by, oh my God. And the name Fursona is crazy.
But that's
just
not
made that up.
No, no, Fursona?
Fursona?
No, that's what furries call their furry personality.
Oh my God.
I love how he's pretending like he doesn't know that.
I don't know that. That is one thing I will never,
Oh yeah? Really? I
don't do that.
Okay, the OnlyFans tip just has to get high enough, and then Clarkson will be getting a persona.
No, if you don't want me for me, I'm not dressing up as something else, okay?
There's a number.
There's not. No.
There's no number.
There's no number that would make me try to pretend to be something else. You should want me for me.
I think there's a number.
There's always a number.
Yeah. With Clarkson, there's always a number.
Always, yeah.
Anyway, I just find this funny. My bull ring nose ring theory remains undefeated.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, it was defeated once this week.
Oh, yeah, that's true, actually. We did react to one crazy video where there was no bull looking ass nose ring.
Yeah.
I just find it hilarious, but also kind of funny that these people are simultaneously the most oppressed people to ever exist in human history, according to them. But also they have free time to like perseverate about the most minute differences of language.
What's perseverate?
Like obsess over.
Oh. New words. Yeah, no, but he's right. You have no problems.
Yeah. But
and it's as simple as that. Also, she was saying that like you can be whatever you want. You can be whatever you want. It's basically it's made up. That's the point she was alluding to. You can make up whatever you want, but you can't make up and call it a spirit animal. That doesn't make sense.
So
I can be whatever I want. I want to have a spirit animal.
So I can be a dragon, but I can't call it spirit animal.
What's your spirit animal?
I don't have one. I'm not indigenous.
Oh. I feel like, I don't know what mine would be. Maybe like a hippo. Because they just like lay around, but they're low-key the most dangerous animal.
Yeah, you're so dangerous.
Mm-hmm. No, I'd be like a hyena with that laugh.
In high school, people used to compare me to a sloth.
I could see that.
Oh?
But you talk too fast you're like a sloth who just took ADHD.
A sloth on speed.
A sloth on Adderall. That's his spirit animal.
Well, you guys let us know what you think. Are you team fursona or team spirit animal? And can you believe they actually spend their time litigating these pressing issues? Let us know in the comments. Make sure to subscribe. Please do consider becoming a member to support our work. 250 members for our drunk episode.
Yep.
Stay tuned. But anyway, guys, check out Clarkson's channel. He'll probably eventually post a video over there once he gets his shit together.
Yeah.
And my podcast as well, linked in the description. And with that, guys, we'll be back with more Normal Gays content real soon.